should go and ask the public about their assessment of your public standing, whether it's grown or diminished. Well, one man who is a member of the public, in a manner of speaking, who seems to think that your standing has diminished is the Nobel laureate, Professor Wole Soyinka. He recently attacked you, saying that you are unfit to govern Nigeria. What's your reaction to that?
Well, quite frankly, I will not make a comment on that. Wole Soyinka is the father. I have a policy. I don't respond when my fathers talk.
Yeah, but he's delivered a
punch. I leave it to them, because when I became their age, I want those younger ones to respect me, though I will also try to put myself in such a position that I will respect myself before that.
Well, he's delivered.
But I assure you,
right.
One of the things he made is that he talked about the obedience.
Yeah.
Me inciting them. Charles, I will never, knowingly, and I have never, knowingly or unknowingly, asked any of the obedience or the young people to say anything against an elder, a priest, a pastor, an imam, and everything. Never. It will never happen.
Nevertheless,
never will happen. And I don't make comments when they make comments.
Right.
It is left for Nigerians to know whether I'm fit or not. I've been a successful businessman in the private sector. I've been in the corporate world and can say I'm one of the most successful. I've also served the state where I still challenge all those who have served. Let's put our records side by side and let me know. And when I served, the only measure of development was Millennium Development Goals, which I started 7 years after. When it ended, I was #1.
Yeah, well, I'm going to come to that in a minute, but I just want to finish, because we're going to talk about the state, how you were governor of Anambra State. But just returning to Wole Soyinka briefly, you said you've never incited people against him or anyone else.
I will never do it to anybody.
But does he have a point when he says that by not controlling, or at least trying to control, the online trolls who he says are obedience and are responsible for the insults directed at him, that you are tacitly encouraging such behavior?
No human being on earth that I know today have controlled online
trolls.
Nobody. Go and see what they write about me. It's even worse than what they write about him. Go and read it. You can Google it. You can see it.
Well, I have seen it.
Yes, so if they do that against me, how do I now control? Who do I know that is doing that? It could actually be those who are his friends, who claim that they are obedience, doing it in order to make him make such statements. But like I said, he remains a revered father.
Okay.
And I respect him, and I'll keep respecting him.
Right, let's move on from there. What about the other person who seems to have taken aim at you, and that's the former Director General of your campaign organization, Doyin Okupe. I mean, having supported you in 2023, he now believes that Bola Tinubu is the best of the 2023 presidential candidates. I mean, at the very least, that must hurt. What's your reaction to that?
No, it doesn't hurt me. It's a personal assessment. It's just personal to him. And like I said, Charles, all these things that happened, I don't want to make comment about them, because what we are talking now is the present position. Is Gary cheaper?
Yeah, but those kinds of comments are damaging to you.
No.
He's saying those things in public.
If you make Gary or Yam cheaper, fine with me.
Right.
If he's going to help in managing the who corruption will pass into, fine with me. Let's deal with the issues of the president. Whenever people are talking, this person said, Charles, I don't do politics of he said, she said. No. Let's deal with the issues. We have a problem. We have a big problem. Look at what FAO has said, that those who are going to be hungry in Nigeria have increased from 24 million to 30-something million. We have young people, look at what UNICEF released the other day. So we have bad results all over the place. That's what we should focus, not whether Peter Obi is fit or not. Charles, I'm fit to be a president of Nigeria. I'm competent. I can tell you that put me line with other people who are competing in terms of education, in terms of fitness, in terms of background. I can stand tall against them.
Well, you talked about the states, so let me bring one more issue about these sort of personal things before we move on. Let's look at another person who's taken aim at you, and that's the special advisor to the governor of Anambra State, Dr. Alex Obiobolu. You, of course, governed Anambra State for 8 years, and he says that in 2 years of Charles Soludo as governor, Mr. Soludo has achieved more than your 8 years in office. In other words, 2 years of Soludo is better than 8 years Obi. What's your response?
Well, again, Charles, I don't like talking about issues like this. But because you mentioned it, let me tell you, Charles, let people go and look at my electoral promises to the people of Anambra State. Education, health, pulling people out of poverty, making sure there's access to rural areas. And I can tell you, they were the measures of MDG, and I was number one. I was number one in education. I was there in health. I was there in pulling people. Go and ask those who ran Office of Poverty Alleviation, like Professor Dr. Bacall and everything. Go and ask Samsudeen. I was number one. What I promised, I delivered.
I have to be fair. I saw that the evidence of that online.
Thank you.
In terms of those I think the European Union and all the rest
everybody.
of them, their rating was that Anambra State was number one.
Finished it and was able to even left a savings, subnational savings, for the first time in Nigeria for future generation. Nobody had ever done that. What I promised, I delivered. My brother, my senior brother, Soludo, promised Dubai, Taiwan. So until Anambra becomes that, because you must stick to what you promise. When Anambra is now Dubai, Taiwan, he has achieved his purpose. I didn't promise that. What I promised, I delivered. And that's what I'm thinking about, what I'm talking. When I was talking about being president, I was saying things that is deliverable, that I'm going to do this in the north. We're going to make sure we'll go to the north and turn around the uncultivated land, do this. I wasn't really, I had what I wanted to do, and I would have started from day one.